Hello. It's Kate Bolt, Independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the UK for another Coffee and Cards Facebook Live. I'm Independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, bringing you some paper crafting fun every Tuesday. I'm just going to adjust my camera angle there a little bit. I've realised how high my tripod is. There's a bit better. That's better. I can see you. Do let me know if you're with me. Give me a thumbs up, a little heart or a comment so I know that you're here. Hello, Wendy. Thank you for joining me. Lovely of you to join me. Just grabbing my coffee. As we need our coffee because it's Coffee and Cards. How are you, Wendy? Are you all right? Is life treating you well? I have been off work. So I've been off my Stampin' Up job for a couple of weeks. I've had a couple of weeks off. And it was lovely because we went away for a holiday. We took the kids away to Centre Parks for a week. And I've had the second week off with my husband, who was always also off work. And it's just been nice to have some downtime. Yeah, it's been lovely. Let me just make sure I am live in the right place on my laptop next to me. Oh yeah, here I am. But honestly, it's so weird. I think I might have forgotten how to stamp. Hectic with the grandchildren during the summer holidays. Honestly, the summer holidays have been so bonkers, mad busy. Hi Jen, lovely of you to join me. But in a really good way, in a really lovely way. We've had so many things going on and, you know, it's been lovely because we're all a little bit more free now and can go out and about. So there's a lot going on. We managed to get a little, as I said, a little holiday away for a week. That was amazing. The last week since we came back from that, we have not stopped. We had a barbecue in the garden for my daughters to celebrate her graduation because she's graduated. And it's just been madness, full on and lovely and really nice. But I've forgotten how to stamp. 2 weeks off. I was trying to think. I'm not sure if I took 2 weeks off last summer away from my Stampin' Up business. I'm not sure that I did. So if I didn't, then this is the first one, 2 weeks off, completely off since 2019. Yeah. So it was very odd not stamping, not crafting and creating, but also it's just lovely to focus on the family for a couple of weeks. It's so lovely. And I really enjoyed it. Anyway, but however, it is so good to be back in my craft room. It's so good. Yeah, we had a busy weekend because my poor husband went out running on Friday, bless him, and managed to break his foot in 2 places. So he spent time at A&E on Friday. So he's now got a walking boot and he's off his feet for 6 to 8 weeks, bless him. So there's that. Our road, our little street. You sometimes see my window in my craft room at the front here. That got struck by lightning on Sunday morning, and we had 3 fire engines on my drive. Everything was fine. The routers all got blown out. We had to replace those, and there was lots of electrical issues, but it's fine. Nobody got hurt. That's the main thing. So that was kind of scary, but we had that was at 4 a.m. and we had all the fire engines here at 6. It's been a busy, fun, interesting summer, I have to say. I hope you are all well and you've all been doing lovely summery things whilst the sun has been shining. It's a beautiful day here today. It is gorgeous and it feels very odd that we have this going on currently. I will show you, but odd but fabulous. The mini catalogue. This started at the beginning of the month. It's our autumn winter catalogue and it runs until the end of December, and it's got all our Christmas goodies in it. Hello Kate, how lovely of you to join me. It's got all our autumn and Christmas and beautiful things in there. So that's running now until the end of December alongside our annual catalogue. If you don't have one of these but fancy one, just send me a message and I will pop one in the post. And the other great thing about this is we have a second celebration this year. So all the goodies in this are free with orders from these. Oh, never a dull moment this side, Kate. I don't know why. There always seems to be something going on. I'm not really one for drama, but it seems to be following us at the minute. Yeah, everything's fine, Wendy. Honestly, it was just a bit I felt like I was in some kind of weird TV show. Everything's going wrong. But it's fine. Everything's absolutely fine. So yeah, we have the new catalogue. And when I say it feels slightly odd because the sun is shining, I am going to be creating today with this lovely stamp set called Delivering Cheer. It's in the Christmas catalogue. It is, I suppose, a Christmas stamp set. However, this one could be very simply a birthday one. And what it is, it's the images of the bottom of this girl, and then you have the images of the top, and you add them on to create your scene. And it's fabulous. I love this so much, and I think you could do so much with it. And we're going to be playing with this one. So yeah, it's a fun one. And I like the way all the bits go together, and you can use it not just for Christmas. So Delivering Cheer, it's in our new catalogue, and I'll tell you what page it's on before we get around to actual doing some crafting. So many, many beautiful things in this catalogue. Let's have a look, you see. And of course, winter will be coming at some point. Not yet, please. But it's a perfect time to be crafting, isn't it? When the weather changes into autumn and we're all inside. Let me find it. Where is it? Delivering Cheer? Somewhere in the catalogue. One of you might already know. Probably tells me, oh, here we are. It's on page 32. It's got some great sentiments in it. So it says, warming thoughts to you this season, sending love and Christmas cheer. And it also has a to and a from. And I've seen it used quite a lot to make gift tags with, which is brilliant because it has a great to and from on it. I will try and change this so that you can see it there. So there's some samples over here, up here, and then you've got all the sentiments, and it's got to and from, which is perfect for gift tags as well. So there we are. I'm going to try and put us back to where we were because when I turn you around it won't work. Hello Zaina, good afternoon. I'm so glad you could join me. It was very odd. I'm sorry today. It was very odd that I think I've done that right now. Is it right? That I had to change the time. Oh no, that's still the other way. I still flipped it. I had to change the time. I am slightly struggling to get back into my routine at the moment. And also Jim's broken his foot, so we've got that going on. And this morning I had to go and get all our click and collect grocery shopping, and time just ran right into when I would be going live. I was like, no, let's just take a moment, and we will come live this afternoon after lunch. So I hope it didn't mess you around too much, and normal service will resume from next Tuesday for coffee and cards. Actually, I'll be live on Friday for my YouTube live at the normal time too. Excuse me, I hope you've got a drink. Have you got a drink? Zaini, bless you. You didn't have the wrong day. Okay, time for some fun crafting. I hope you like this. It's going to be just some very simple cards, but I hope you enjoy. So I am going to turn the camera around. This is always a bit of a fun thing to do. So I'll take you out of the tripod. Let's have a look at you. There we go. Turn that around. Pop you down a second. I've got the dog in the craft room with me. He loves to be in here when we're doing lives of any description. Well, he's in here all the time when I'm crafting. Let's pop you back in the tripod. Max in hand. What's Max? Pepsi Max? You didn't get the wrong day. I did miss everyone. I have to say, I really missed you. Oops. Oh. Hang on. Yeah, there we are. I did miss you. I did miss the lives and seeing everyone. Ah, there we go. We are live. And the dog has come in almost on cue. There we go. So here's our lovely stamp set that I'm going to use, called Delivering Cheer, with all these beautiful images. You can see it a little bit better now. Got this nice Christmas tree we're going to use. We got the one with she's holding a big stack of gifts. So it could be Christmas or birthday. Oh, you got a cup of tea. Hello, Carol. We've got this one. She's holding a bouquet of flowers. And we've got her in a beautiful dress. She's even got her welly boots. And we've even got some leg warmers. I don't know if they're leg warmers or tights. I think they're tights. But you could decide for either. All right, I'm going to be using the note cards and envelopes. Do you use these? I love a packet of these. Basic white note cards and envelopes. They come in a pack of pre-scored note cards and envelopes, and you get a pack of 20. I'm going to be using those. And it's a very simple card for coffee and cards. However, normally for a simple card, I would stamp straight onto my card. But because I'm going to be using our lovely alcohol blend pens to colour in the images, I'm cut a little layer out to pop on the top, just 1/4 of an inch smaller all the way around. So that if it bleeds through, it doesn't go through the other side. Do you use them all the time, Jen? Me too. They're so useful, aren't they? I'm going to grab a piece of tape to anchor down my grid paper because it's floating, which can be very distracting when you're watching. Okay, so to stop it bleeding through, I've just made a little layer and it's 1/4 of an inch smaller. So the note cards and envelopes are a really handy size. They are 3.5 by 5. So I've made this one 3.25 by 4 3/4 just to fit on there. So that's that, and that's what we're going to be using for our stamping. But it feels very odd to be making Christmas cards. So I think we'll make a Christmas and a birthday card with this set, just to show you how versatile it is. So let's go with her big, beautiful dress. Shall we do that to start with? And the ink I like to use, because it doesn't smudge with this, with the blends, is the Memento Black. And I can't find it. Where is it? I was using it a moment ago, and now it's disappeared. Oh, hidden behind my coffee cup. So I am going to stamp her dress. You'll be able to see it a little bit better when I've inked it up. So I'm going to do it in black. And I'm going to stamp it right close to the bottom of the panel. Like that. There we go. Okay, so that's the bottom. Let's pop that on my stamp cleaner. And then I think we're going to go for a big pile of gifts. We'll make them birthday gifts. 120 days to Christmas. Is that all? Wow. And you've got a friend who's due a little girl on Christmas Eve. Wouldn't that be amazing? Hi, Angelique. It's a great stamp set, isn't it? This is the first time I've actually inked it up. So the trick is you've got her hands either side and you've got like a little dip here. If you slightly overlap the very bottom of the last gift onto the top of her skirt, you will get it right perfectly. Like so. So there she is. And in all of the images, you don't see her face because she is behind all of these things that she is trying to carry. It's brilliant, isn't it? Oh, I'll keep this open because there's also, this is a really handy little stamp which looks like the ground. So we can ground her so she's not floating. Does that make sense? So if I put the ground down here, just on the tip of her foot, and then next to it, she's walking on the ground. There you go. So she's not just like floating in the air, which is kind of weird. There we are. Got my chamois there. See if there's any other comments I need to look at. 120 days. I better get a move on then. I have a lot of Christmas cards to make. So this is the fun part now where we get our blend pens out. And I really like Let's have a look. That's Balmy Blue. I really like Pool Party for her dress. And I'm going to go for light and dark Pool Party for her skirt. And so to start off with, wouldn't that be great if they put a pair of man's trousers in this set? It would be so good. I feel like I've squished this here. There we are. But wouldn't that be good? That would be fabulous. Perhaps you should suggest it, Zaina. Us demonstrators have a little sandbox that we can put ideas to Stampin' Up in. It's not a place where you can write complaints or things like that. That's a different avenue, but you can put ideas for products in there, which is great. Right, so I'm going to use the dark one, and I'm just going to go down the areas that I think there may be a little bit more shadow shading, or that on her top of her skirt it might be a slightly darker shade than the rest. Like that. So we got that one, and then I'm going to go in with a light Pool Party. So the blend pens are alcohol blend markers, and they come in packs of 2 of the same colour, dark and light, and the reason for that is then you can blend and shade every colour perfectly. But you don't have to be a master colour over these. They work really well. So I'm just going to colour in her skirt. As you can see, I'm not really taking a huge amount of time. You can take as much time as you want with your colouring. But I like using my dark shade and then my light, and then going over with the light just to ease out any kind of lines or blocks, and it just all blends together. But I know some people do it the other way around, and it really, there is no right or wrong way with pens that blend. It's the way that you find works for you, that you're comfortable with. There you go. So there's her skirt. The other thing I'm going to do is I have the ivory. Let's make sure I've got the right one. The ivory blend marker. Hello, Claire. Lovely of you to join me. I'm going to use this one for her flesh. So you can do any colour flesh that you need to match who you like it to be. I've just got an ivory one, so I'm going to use that. It's not really ivory. It's a very good flesh tone. That, I'm going to do her legs. You could give her black shoes. I think I'm going to leave her shoes white. Like that. And this is the fun bit now. We're just going to colour in her gifts, whatever colour you'd want her gifts to be. So just go for it. And I picked out some fun colours. I've got, let's see what I pull out. Balmy Blue, light and dark. I've got Floaty Flamingo, light and dark. Soft Sea Foam, light and dark. These 2 that I've already used, those are Pool Party. That might be it. You don't have to have that many colours. You can use whatever you like. But what a pastel rainbow, isn't it? That's lovely. I love that. Okay, so I'm going to start off with a bit of pink at the top. So for the big bow, I'm going to go Flirty Flamingo in the dark, I think. Dark shade. Just work out what colours you've got that you love, that don't clash with her dress, and you're away. So it doesn't take very long. Do you know, this would be a great one to sit down with. If you stamp out a pile of these, you could sit down with your pile of blend pens of an evening on a tray on your lap while you're watching some TV. It would be so therapeutic, wouldn't it? I like that idea. Right, I'm going to go for blue, Balmy Blue. Like that, a bit of dark. They are pretty pastels. So perfect for a birthday card. So this Christmas set isn't necessarily Christmas. Let's take Petal Pink. And I think that line through the middle is a ribbon. There we go, and we'll just colour it in the light shade. I think this one near the bottom is a box, so I'm going to make the bottom pink as well, light petal pink. I think it's a box there. Make this one dark. And then we'll take the same colour as her dress, which is Pool Party, and we'll do this box, because that looks like a box as well. You like these colours, Wendy? Thank you. They're kind of, I just pulled the pastel-y, pretty colours that I like from my blend collection and went for it. There we are. I imagine you get a very different feel depending on what you choose. Words won't work today. We'll do light flirty flamingo at the bottom. She's got a lot to carry. And then we will go with this light green. I think this is, I don't even know if these are still current. It's soft seafoam current. Something in my head is telling me it isn't. I can't remember, but use what you have that you like, just a light green. Good afternoon, Karen. Lovely of you to join us. We're just colouring in the Delivering Cheer stamped images to make a birthday card, because this is a bit of a Christmas stamp set but can be used for all sorts. So I'm going to push those blends out of the way a little bit now, and I'm going to see what I have got that will fit. So it is definitely a Christmas stamp set, and the sentiments are sending love and Christmas cheer, warming thoughts to you this season and to and from. So I have pulled out the Pansy Patch stamp set for this simple, plain happy birthday that I'm going to try and fit in up here. Let's have a look. That's a thank you. Let's find the happy birthday. There we are. Let's see. For my next card, I'll be using the stamps that are in the set, but I wanted to make a birthday card with it. So any plain happy birthday that you've got would be grand. Oh, thank you, Zaina. You're very kind to check that for me. It's a current colour. So maybe I should stamp it in the Pool Party. It's going to go on my card like that. So I'm either going to stamp it in Pool Party or Petal Pink. Not Petal Pink, Flirty Flamingo. Let's go with Pool Party. Let's grab the ink pad. She's behind me because I didn't have it ready. Nothing's far away. Right, I'm going to try it out on my grid paper. Oh, I quite like that one. So this is almost a one-layer card. Well, it has only got one layer to it. It's simple stamping. Very simple for copying cards. Oh, hello, Amanda. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to you. Warm and sunny over there in Spain. It's a bit lovely here today, so we're quite lucky. It's about, I don't know, it should be about 21, 22 degrees here, but the sun is out and it's warm. Happy birthday right at the top there. I think this is a bit of a juicy ink pad, but I think it's still come out fine. I do like that. So, Pool Party, we don't need you anymore. And I will just get the glue out. We'll send some sun to you, Zaina. Send it around the country to everyone who needs it. I think it's going to be mild and dry and warm here for the rest of the week. So fingers crossed, everybody. We had enough of our rain and storms this weekend gone. Okay, so happy birthday. And you can put happy birthday inside, or I might just use another one of the stamps from the Pansy Patch, but use what you have in your stash, because it's fun to mix and match your stamps and make the most of what you've got. Wishing you a little extra happiness just because you're you. I think that's a good one. So just going to borrow this acrylic block because it's there. Oh, I have an idea for this. Right, okay. Wishing you a little extra happiness just because you're you. I hope this comes out. Okay, let's stamp that inside. Yeah, that's come out beautifully. Now, I did think just then for a second, what would be lovely would be to have the stack of gifts stamped at the corner of your card here, and you could colour it in to match the front, and when you open the card it would look really beautiful. If I do it straight on there and use my blends, you are going to get some bleeding this side, so if you don't mind that, that's absolutely fine. If you do, you might want to do it on an insert like I did on the front to stop that. But what I am going to do is do it on the envelope, so when it comes through the post, they'll know it's a birthday card. And if I avoid her hands, you can see her hands here and here. I'm going to try and avoid those because that would look a bit strange. And just see what I can get in there. Yeah, I think that would do. Yeah, I think that will do. Or you could stamp the whole thing and just stamp it part way onto the envelope. That would be fine. Yeah. So if I bring it down a bit, because it's more hanging off the side there. Oh, I like that. Yes, that's fun. That is fun. Okay, and so if you want to then colour in your envelope, what you do is take a scrap of card, any old card, I just happen to have that bit of white, but any card, pop it inside, and then colour in your gifts, your image, whatever your image is on the front, colour it in while you've got, there's a piece of card just in here, so that if it bleeds, it's going to bleed onto that and not to the other side of the envelope. If that makes sense. So a very quick colouring job. And you'll have a nice little birthday card and envelope made. If you'd like to make this on a full-size card, I do, definitely do. I just use the note cards and envelopes because they're little, they're quick and they're convenient and I love them. But don't think you can't make this into a full big size card. You can. Have more room. Hello, Joe. Hope you're all right. Yeah, so just colour it in any way that you want. I think I'll do this one blue, save a little bit of time. Do the lid darker, because that's kind of what a box would be like, I think, with a gift in it. We'll go this one. We'll use the ribbon. How nice would this be to get through the post? There we go. Nearly there. Do a little bit of a different pink on the side. All the same colours that I used before, just mix them up a little bit. Or make them exactly the same, it doesn't matter. There we are. I've got a little bit of an arm there, but I don't think anyone would even know what that was. There we go. So let's move all of these blends over out of the way. And there we have our first little birthday card made using this gorgeous Delivery and Cheer stamp set, but I took the Happy Birthday from my Pansy Patch set. But if you have any Happy Birthday, just making sure if you're using a note card, because you don't have a huge amount of room, that you stamp your lady quite far down and leave a little gap for your Happy Birthday, and you'll be there. So that's a really lovely, pretty little birthday card to send out to someone. And then I think we'll make another quick card, but as it's intended, as a Christmas one. So I have another piece of white, basic white, and another note card, exactly the same as last time. These are pre-scored. Thank you, Jen. I'm remembering how to stamp again after 2 weeks leave. I think we're going to have a bit of fun with this one because she has got Wellington boots. She has. Let's take that stamp off of there. And she's got tights. Now, I think it's even more important that I do this right down the bottom for this one. So, again with the Memento ink, I'm taking the image of her in her raincoat with her welly boots on, her rain boots. Because I know Americans don't necessarily use the word welly boots. So rain boots, if you know what they are. There we go. And then she's going to go right at the bottom there. Oh, I'm glad you like that. So there we are. Make sure that's stamped really well. And then I thought we're going to make a Christmas card. So we'll have her holding the Christmas tree. Really love this. Okay, so now I'm going to line it up and I'm going to bring her arms right in to just where the top of her coat is and pop it down. Yes, and it just does it. It's just brilliant. You really don't have any trouble lining this one up. It just is fabulous. So we've got that now. These are also in the set. There could be little leg warmers. But I think they're tights. I think they're tights. So I am going to stamp these tights onto her legs. If you know what I mean. Yeah, let's do it. Now I'm going to stamp it off because when I did it before... No, I better do it. I had too much ink on it when I did it before. I think it was a bit splodgy. So let's just do it and hope for the best. Look at that! Sorry, is that focused? How pleasing is that? She's got her Christmas tights on, or her woolly tights. How fun are they? Okay, now I think I might have left enough room for my sentiment, but I don't know. Sending love and, oh, only just Christmas cheer. Just, only just. So I will ground her again. So this is a basic card with this stamp set, but I am going to be doing a YouTube hop next week on the 1st. And the theme of the YouTube hop is a simple card and then a stepping that same card up again and then stepping it up a 3rd time. So this is what I'm going to be working on. This is going to be my first basic card with some stamping and colouring. And then I'm going to step it up 2 more times. So hop on to that next, I think it's Wednesday evening. And you'll be able to see some stepped up versions of these cards using this set. Right, okay. So what colour shall I colour her coat? I think I'm going to go for a grey raincoat. And I think I'm going to go for cherry cobbler tights. And I think I was looking for old olive tree. Let's go for it. So once again, I'm going to start off with a dark colour with a little bit of shading on her coat. Just where the lines already are. And then I'll just fill it in with a light grey. And I like the shading on the boots that's already kind of built into the stamp. Makes it look wet, doesn't it? You could use the glossy accent type stuff to make the welly boots wet. We have, it's called, I have some here, I keep it handy actually, Shimmery Crystal Effects, that does the same thing, and you can put it onto your stamped image and make it look wet. It has to dry for quite a while. So if you get some of that, that's a bit of fun too. Right, this is the light, I think it's the light smoky slate grey. It is. There we go. So all our children go back to school, don't they, soon? The end of next week mine go back. So my 14-year-old goes back a week Friday. And normality shall resume once the older ones go back to university at the middle of September, I think. I won't know myself after all this time. Okay, so we've got her lovely raincoat. Oh, we do need to give her raincoat sleeves. I might even do the cuffs slightly darker. I'm not sure if I'd have the cuffs lighter or darker, so I think like just a little bit darker. There we are. And then we are going to go Old Olive on the tree, so let's go for it. Now it's kind of a line drawing, so I'm just going to shade in where the lines are. This is so fun, this one. So a little bit of colouring in, like this. And then I'm going to go over it with my light Old Olive in the middle. Ooh. Like this. And just blend it together. Oh, the dog did a massive sigh. Did you hear him? This pampered pooch, and like he's got the weight of the world on his shoulders. Honestly. So there's our Christmas tree. She's been and bought it. Got it home. She's delivering it. So there's our tree. How cool is that? So I think I'm going to give the trunk some colour. So I've got my crumb cake. Might need to be a bit darker, but that's okay. Oh, there's the top of the trunk. I might find the bronze colour. Let me find the bronze. Here it is. The bronze is a good dark brown that comes in the blends. There, that's a bit better. And then I'm going to give, hello Joy, lovely of you to join us. I'm going to give her, I'm going to try, this might be a mistake, but we'll go for it. This is the light cherry cobbler, and we're going to go for giving her some red tights. Red festive Christmas tights. Because why not? And we're going to make her mittens red as well. Just add that little splash of colour in there. How gorgeous is that? So simple and so pretty. I love that. She's carrying her Christmas tree. So what we need to do now is put the sentiment at the top. Sending love and Christmas cheer. I think we're going to put that up here. And hopefully it will show out. I haven't left quite enough room, but I think we'll manage. Now, am I going to do it in cherry cobbler? Would that be a good plan? Let's grab it. Now, my cherry cobbler ink pad is brand new and very, very, very juicy. So I need to make sure we don't stamp it everywhere. as you can see, it's bleeding in the middle because it's the juiciest ink pad I've ever had. I had one years ago. It was like a navy colour. Dapper Denim. Do you remember that colour? Oh, that was the juiciest ink pad I've ever had. I don't think I was ever going to run out of ink of that one. But this is up there with it. Right. Let's hope. So this cherry cobbler matches the colour of her mittens and her Christmas tights. Let's hope I can get that in there. I'm holding my breath, guys. I don't know about you. I really don't want to splodge. There we go. Yay, I've got it on there. If you didn't like it straight on there and you were worried about that, you could definitely do that on a little rectangle of cardstock and pop that on there, or use a die if you have a die cutting machine and pop it on, or a label punch. That would work really well, or just cut around it if you like a little bit of fussy cutting. That would be nice. So sending love and Christmas cheer. Maybe if I'd stamped it over a little bit, that would have been better. Okay, we're going to... Do you see how the blends bleed through? That's why I've done a separate piece, but that's quite normal. There we go. Some multi-purpose liquid glue. And we'll pop it on. Love that. Sending love and Christmas cheer. And I did a trial one to see what it was like to stamp and colour in. So you can see the different colours. I used Daffodil Delight Dark and Light for her coat. I left her mittens white actually. The tree is not Old Olive, it's in Mossy Meadow. And I've given her pink tights, so a little bit different. But I think for the winter one, I like the grey. But either way, I love that. So there's our two cards using the Delivering Cheer stamp set. There we go. I think I might do the envelope for this one, so you can see. So we've got the envelope for that one. And let's do the envelope for this one. Did I take that little scrap of card out? Possibly not. Let's have a look. You don't want to leave that in there when you send it. So as you can see, a little bit did bleed through, and that's what it's for. So it didn't bleed through my actual envelope at all. So that's for that one. So I'll pop this one in. I think I'm going to put it in the same spot. Like that. Whoops, a daisy. Let's grab the ink. Put her hands in it if you wanted, or just a tree. I can see it's not right down the bottom. There we are. I think I might get her hands in it because I think you can see that someone's holding the tree then. Gives it a little bit more interest rather than just a tree floating on the front of your card. Yes, and so we can carry on with the same colours. Let's have a little bit of grey for her jacket, her raincoat. Like that. And her gloves were cherry, weren't they? There we are. Cuffs. Ivory. Hello, Bridget. Not ivory, bronze. This is the bronze marker. It's a really nice one for a deep brown. And then I'll bring back in the Old Olive and we'll do the tree. Yeah. Just not too fussy about it. because it's a line drawing. It's like a scribble tree, isn't it? But I love it because you can see exactly what it's meant to be. There. It's going to cheer someone up when it comes through the post. Christmas. So, have you all had a chance to have a look at your Christmas catalogues? Yeah, I'd love to know what your favourite stamps in them are. I have quite a number of ones I love. This simple one is great. I love this one. And I think I'm going to be doing quite a few projects with it because I think it's quite versatile. It's really affordable. And there's some bundles I love too with dies. And there's some great celebration offerings as well that match the stuff in the catalogue, in the actual catalogue. So there's some beautiful penguin paper that you can cut out with a penguin punch. Loads of things, but I'd love to know what you like. So do let me know in the comments below what you like. What do you like from the new autumn, winter or July to December mini catalogue? I would love to know. Okay, so we have our Christmas tree card with its envelope, and we have our birthday card with its envelope, both from the Delivering Cheer stamp set, which is essentially a Christmas stamp set, but you can use it for anything you like. There's also an image in there of a bouquet of flowers, which would be lovely. Could you imagine if you did that with either of the bottom, and you could make it a get well card? That would be nice. Or congratulations or anything you like. So quite a versatile one there. I hope you've enjoyed it today. If you've been watching with me live, thank you so much for joining me. I apologise again for the change of time of day today. We'll be back to normal next week. And I will be back on Friday live for my YouTube live. So join me then at 7 p.m. I'd love to see you. If you're watching me on replay, thank you. And do let me know in the comments you're watching on replay. I'd love to know. If you're watching me on YouTube replay, please give me a like and subscribe if you haven't already, because that helps me so much getting my videos out to people who might be interested. Anyway, if you like any of the products I've used, you know where to find those. The link is in the description of the YouTube video below, or you can find it at katebolt.stampinup.net. Thanks for joining me, ladies, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.